Freebies! Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junk Man, and I'm coming back at you with a new video. And today's video was voted by you guys. I asked you guys what you wanted the next video to be for me to talk about the variation Boba Fett rocket on the back of the Kenner Boba Fett figure, or talk about the Coca-Cola robot. And other than the Twitter poll, you all said you wanted to know more about the R2-D2 Coca-Cola robot. Or droid, I guess. You know, they actually call them robots in Star Wars, A New Hope. Luke Skywalker refers to the droids as robots. It's the only time I can think of where they're called robots in Star Wars. But you didn't come here for a history lesson on how many people said Star Wars. You came here to learn about the CoBot. Now, before we get into that, let's get all the other stuff out of the way that you heard a million times. Become a Patreon supporter. I know times are tough right now, but if you become a Patreon supporter, you get exclusive content and you help support this channel. You get to make it better. I know what you're saying. There's no way this can get better. You're wrong. It can get 1% better. And that's with your support. Or you go to thatjunkman.com and support the channel by buying a t-shirt like this one right here. You like that one? I know you do. Now, let's talk about CoBot. Its official name was CoBot. C-O-B-O-T. I don't know why they didn't call it CoBot. It made more sense. Anyway, this was a ripoff of R2-D2. They took the concept of R2 and slapped Coca-Cola on it. Now, this Coca-Cola R2 unit was not authorized by Lucasfilm and doesn't say Star Wars anywhere on it. Coca-Cola released a toy of this in 1978. Let's take a look at it. Here's the advertisement for it. As you can see, it says enjoy Coca-Cola and comes with a nifty remote control. This was a radio controlled toy, much like the radio control R2-D2 released about the same time. It's almost like Coca-Cola took all the work that Kenner did with the R2 robot and made it into a Coke one. But Coca-Cola didn't stop with just a little rip-off toy of R2-D2. Back in 1978, you could go to your local Piggly Wiggly like I did, or your local used car dealership, or maybe the mall, and you could see characters from Star Wars. 3PO, R2, a rip-off Darth Vader. Did a video about him if you want to check that out. You can find Star Wars character helping with a grand opening. But it wasn't just Star Wars characters. You could see the Coca-Cola robot also. And not only that, you could get some neat prizes if you did. There were actually 2 different Coke robots made. About a handful of these Coca-Cola R2 units were made for promotional appearances. It's fully remote controlled and inside has an 8-track player. How 70s. The 8-track player inside was used so you could listen to your dad's Charlie Rich 8-track tape. Well, no it wasn't. It was to make the CoBot tell you some nifty Coca-Cola slogans. And at the top of his dome was a digital readout that said, Coke is it. It's odd that they made this one look so different than the actual toy. But as Yoda said, there is another one. And there's another R2 Coca-Cola robot. And this one's bigger. This one's more about the size of R2-D2. And guess what? We're going to take a look at it. This one was also used for promotion, but it was used a lot less than the small Coca-Cola robot. It's basically the same thing, except a different design. Its chest looks more like a Coca-Cola can. And the digital readout at the top says smile. How big is this one compared to the Coca-Cola remote control toy? Well, you can see it down in the corner of the picture. Look at it, little tiny thing. That's so small. Now, not only could you get a toy of the Coca-Cola robot or see it in person, you could also get something very good. Freebies! Who doesn't like freebies, right? If you got to see this droid in person, you got freebies. Although there's a lot of different freebies, I'm not going to go over every one, sorry. But here's a 2.25-inch button. As far as I know, these were only distributed in Quebec as part of a Coca-Cola promotion. And it reads, things go better when you and Coke get together. Now, if you saw this CoBot on the weekend and went back to school Monday to tell all your friends, but who would have believed that you went to Lionel's Playworld and saw a robot that looked like R2-D2 mixed with a Coke can? They would have thought you were crazy and never let you come back to school, or if they did, they would have put you in that little cold classroom at the end of the hall. But you could have showed proof with this button. This one here was given away in the States, and it says, I've seen the robot. and it has a picture of the Coca-Cola R2-D2 ripoff. So there was no doubt in anyone's mind that you saw the Coca-Cola bot. I know what you're saying. Junkman, I don't like buttons. I don't like to wear buttons. I don't even like red buttons. But I like the people to know that I saw this droid. Well, how's another way you could brag to people that you saw the Coca-Cola ripoff robot? Well, sometimes, if you got lucky, you got a free shirt. Like a boss. Here's the CoBot I Seen the Robot promotional t-shirt. This was given away at local shows wherever the droid appeared. It shows the R2 unit with that slogan everybody knows, I seen the robots. Now that's a shirt I need to rip off and sell on my website. Anyway, let's look at one more thing used to promote this robot. It was a flyer or a poster that was set up, I guess, to let you know about your local store that's going to have the appearance of the Coca-Cola droid. It's nothing fancy to look at, but I thought we'd at least look at it. Here it is. This poster will advertise an upcoming event, measures 18 by 24 inches, and has a blank space near the bottom, right there, you see it, where the date and time could be placed.
Miss Walker's Pool House.
Yes, I'd like to place an order, please.
Yeah, what you gonna have?
I want a slaw burger, fries, and a bottle of skeet.
Just carry out delivery.
I'll tell you what, I think I'll come down there and I'll pick up the bottle of skeet, and you can deliver the slaw burger and fries to me.
Be ready in about 2.5 hours.
Whew. Okay, thanks.
Well, hurry up, I ain't got
Sorry about that, getting a little hungry. Now what are we talking about? Oh yeah, the Coca-Cola droid robot. Let's take a look at one more button. I know I should have put this when I was talking about the other button, but kind of want to bring this one up. This one was given away in Australia, so apparently this robot showed up all over the world. Let's take a look at one more button. This button says, I am Q2. I'm cute too. And I just want to talk about it because it's so stupid. I don't like the I am Q2. It's cringy. And for some reason, Coke even had like a little notepad thing that you could fill out with this Coke droid on it. Stupid. Here it is. I guess you could color the Coca-Cola R2 unit and send it to a friend. Dear blank, I'll color this for you. Oh great, just what I want. Some stupid 4-year-old kid color R2-D2 Coca-Cola. Where can I throw that away at as soon as possible? Anyway, let's look at something else. Let's look at this final button that says, yeah, Ray, comrade. UTDT Coke. I don't know what it means either. Well, that's a look at the Coca-Cola robot. Did you know about this? Did you see it as a kid? Were you one of the lucky ones to get that shirt? To be honest with you, I never saw this thing. I do remember a Star Wars Coca-Cola land speeder, but I don't remember this R2-D2 Coca-Cola robot droid. And I sure as hell didn't get any free buttons or a free shirt. Don't even remember the toy either. But let me know in the comments below if you saw this Coca-Cola robot unit at maybe your local store. Would have been pretty cool. I mean, nowadays you see these R2 units at conventions and stuff all the time. But to see one around the late 70s, early 80s that actually moved and walked, even if it wasn't R2-D2, that would have been pretty cool.
Ain't it cool?
Well, it's time for me to get out of here. So, as always, please click thumbs up so you like my content and subscribe to the channel. And till the next video, I'll be back.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.